then I started to bring in my star family, which I've also come to know in recent years from Andromeda Galaxy. So I always identified with the Pleiades, like the seven sisters were always an anchor up in the sky all the years growing up. But then as more and more information about star seeds started coming out and star families, I was able to get more information and that my origin is actually from Andromeda Galaxy. So they're coming through now very, very loud, very clear.
That's
It's
so
fun.
cool. That's fascinating because so few people channel Andromeda. And yeah, as you know, I have
Yeah.
Andromeda Origins, and I've gone on YouTube so many times, and I don't know, I may have seen everything there is to see on, about the Andromedan channeling. So it's really cool that they come through.
Yeah, I actually went
Yeah.
there too. I went in my Merkaba
Oh, okay.
visit. It was pretty funny. So I didn't just go by myself. I used one of them to guide me there. And it was all purple. Atmospheric air was lavender purple. Yeah, and so I saw where there was some time where I had to hover and hang out at the border because I was so excited. And I'm here announcing it, and they're like, no, 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 we have to get permission. You can't, then we enter.
Wow.
Yeah, so and then to the because Andromeda is huge, so it's like, where are you going exactly? So I had
Okay.
to be escorted.
So I've heard there's like one main blue planet, and then there's other stuff too.
Yeah, there's a lot of planets. Well,
Wow.
wherever I was, the air was purple,
Wow.
like a
Okay.
lavender. Yeah,
And
and they
what else
didn't
did
have
you
houses.
see?
Yeah, they told me they don't have houses. So I met them on this kind of platform. There was a whole family back there, but the ones I knew are my star mother. I just know her originally as Blue Star Mother, and then there was a sister there, and then my main healing spirit, shaman spirit, she's Andromedan too. So they're sisters and their mother, the two sisters and their mother. And I got their names, and they talked about where they live. They don't have houses. Um the weather's very temperate. They don't really have a need to live indoors. So they have these vast platforms with communal areas, parks, and things. And then they do have some separate sections where they can rest or get together. But it's not like everyone has their own house.
That sounds nice. So it's like at the perfect 72 degrees or something like that. They're
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out. Okay. Um, yeah, I heard also that there's a lot of vegetation in Andromeda, and they kind of like take care of it and protect the grass and the trees, and they're even to the extent of not walking or really cutting stuff there.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, that was another piece they told me that they don't really eat, but the plants give out this like a pheromone is the only way I could think of it. And that is an energy that feeds them.
Well, okay.
Because one time I had a party at my house in the higher realm. I've already taken up residence and built a house and everything. And
Hmm.
now I'm checking, like, is that the new earth realm? And why, yes, it is one of the realms. My guides say there's several spheres of reality that are possible for people. So wherever you're vibrating is where you're going to be living. And so anyway, I've already got this house there, and I go there all the time. I sleep there. I do lots of things there. And I invited them and they came. And I invited my main spirit guide and Thoth, who is also known as Pachacuti in the Peruvian cosmology. It's the same being. So we were all there and having a garden party, and I was serving my favorite beverage, which is sparkling water with these crushed berries, and they weren't drinking it. And so I asked, why are you not? Do you not like it? They can't eat, they said. They can't eat the
Hmm.
foods like that. And then yeah, they
Okay.
told me about how they get the um sustenance from the plants
Wow. Well, that's very
there.
interesting. I've been on this breatharian journey for probably the better part of a year, trying to get off food. So it sounds like they're a step ahead over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually,
that's fascinating to me too. In fact, that's one of the big signs that you are rising in ascension is the need to eat less. And I'm on that too. I now only eat one meal a day. It's astonishing. I'm not even trying. It's just I that's all I feel like having.
okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Um, so yeah, I guess for our viewers, how can they, if they do sort of go back and they look to their childhood and they recognize some of those gifts, how can they begin to, I guess, tie it forward, maybe as you did to some of these later experiences of, the soul plan, of starting to channel, of astral traveling? How can they sort of bridge those 2 points?
Yeah, it's a playful journey. So, it in my mind, it's like if you have the thought, if you have the interest in it, it is meant for you. And so start playing around, be curious and inventive and try things and it'll start working. But you can't force it. It's not like something you do it because you're curious, not because you want an end result.
Mhm. Well, yeah, I think that's what I've heard about manifestation too, that you kind of have more of that playful attitude and maybe you just have an intention, but you don't, really super, super try. Or it's like you make efforts, but you're not mentally tied up in it.
Yeah, the letting go part of manifesting is really important. We can't control the logistics of how it's going to happen. You just trust, know, and believe it is done. And the main thing is never doubt yourself. Never doubt that it's happening. It's done. It's all in the works. And then you let the universe figure out the details. But
Okay.
I have a course coming up I'm putting together on the creating from the heart, the female way of manifesting, because this brain-based way doesn't work for a lot of people. I mean, maybe it does for the very linear, logic-minded people. Maybe they can do it. But for the rest of us, there's a gap missing and big piece of it, a big part of it is also daydreaming. So in fact, that's been my biggest breakthrough was with the channeling and with all of the spiritual path, all culminating in this daily practice of stillness. And I don't call it meditating because for me that creates just some kind of restrictive feeling, like rules around it, and I don't like rules and I don't like you have to follow this method. So I just call it stillness